Hello everyone, Rend's back with another process video. It's kind of my second one. This is, if you didn't see my Corey 1 and 2 video, the two-parter one, you can check that out. This is my most recently updated, the one that came before this. I'll try to link it down below so you can catch up. But this was another part of my final for my final class as a senior at my university, so yay me! You have so many choices left to make. Your life is just starting. The world is your oyster. Yay! Okay. Anyways, this is actually a very large piece. I believe it is 2 by 3 feet. It is one of the biggest pieces. I really want to challenge myself with this one. I think I said in the last one the Corey photos, of Maya. Those were kind of like ones that I started long before, and it's because I was working on actually 2 very large ones, and I only had like a couple weeks to finish them up. And even though it took me forever to do it, and I like pulled all-nighters, my teacher was still like, you know, you can still reach from one side to the canvas to the other side without like messing it up. And I'm like, yes, because there's like a crap ton of details. That's why it took me so long. Okay, whatever. His name was Frank. Whatever, Frank. Whatever you say. It took me a while, and I spent a lot of time. Yeah, anyways, this is actually a recreation of a very old drawing I had done when I would think I was around like 16 years old. The name of that one was Paradise. I think I still have it up on some old DeviantArt account. I don't know if I can find it again, because it's not really worth looking at. I'll say that, it's not really worth looking at. I didn't actually mention what I was painting with. I'm painting on canvas with acrylic gouache, and the yellow coat, the yellow like base, is just plain old acrylic Liquitex paint that I paint on top of, because I wanted to give the entire canvas a very cohesive feeling, because I knew there's going to be a lot of different kinds of colors going on. So I wanted to keep it very simple, and also because it just made making shadows a lot easier. All my highlights were like bright yellow. It was a very fun experience actually painting it like this. It's actually, I'm painting this against my dresser for my bedroom because I didn't have a lot of room to work in down there. So this is because I said this is one of the biggest pieces I've ever worked on. I didn't actually have a stand to put this on, but it was kind of fun anyways. Yeah. And one thing that I think I've mentioned like a couple times, I really enjoy painting fingernails, and I don't exactly know why I enjoy painting fingernails. Even like the little moon thing, I don't remember the real name for it, but like little half moons on your fingers, and then like the extended parts of nails you haven't clipped. It's very fun to paint. Additionally, the boy I am painting, I believe his name, this is an original character of mine, but I believe his name is Jimothy, and he really looks like, now that I look at it, he looks a lot like Taehyung from BTS. And I think it's because I really enjoy V's aesthetic that I like to try to recreate it. Except this guy has very intensely blue eyes, and the Homiji does not. If you see all that black paint, I went through almost all of my blue gouache. That's like I think it was like a $4 bottle. I'm like, well, it's all going onto this thing. The thing that killed me about painting this, though, were all the little, like, city details, because I am not good at painting cities. I do not like it. Also, had a terrible time trying to figure out how to blend this very, like, bright yellow hair into the darkness without making it look like, how does this even work, Ashley? It doesn't. It doesn't work. So many layers of paint later, here I am trying again. Yep, it took a while. But this guy looks so stressed out, doesn't he? Yeah, here I am laying it on my legs because I said it's huge. Okay, this guy looks just stressed out, and I have him hanging on my wall now. Oh, hi Ashley, you look great. You look great. I wonder what I'm watching in the background. That was a reference photo I was using, because a girl ain't good at drawing from anything else, apparently. I think I'm watching some kind of crime video. I think I'm using the reference photos to make sure I can duplicate the shadows the appropriate way. And I also want to add a lot of wispy whips to his hair and a lot of detail, because I tend to draw at kind of a smaller scale, so I don't always need to add all of the tiny little details I can, and you will actually notice. But in this scale you can, because it's freaking 2 feet by 3 feet. And you know, that's big. That's big, Frank, my art teacher. That was very big. Jin, this character of mine, he is the dictator of a very large and prosperous city. And everyone loves him, but you know, he ain't happy, and he kind of evil. And I think it was also based off of, like, kind of cinema. So if you see, he lives in kind of a cinematic place. And that little, like, tower thing is supposed to be reminiscent of a movie theater. And I have little blue people everywhere. Yay, blue people. And because everyone loves him, they love to send him balloons. So you'll see a lot of balloons being painted onto there. There's a lot of little dots, and it took quite a while to do all those little dots, but I think the end result was well worth all the attention to detail and the time it took. Yeah, I really liked it. Anyway, I'm also sorry if you hear my voice. I am getting over a cold right now. It's kind of the middle of winter, and it's snowing outside, and my voice is not doing the best. So we're fighting through this. I can tell you a bit more about the story, I guess. I think I came up with this idea when I was around 14 years old, and I think, strange as this sounds, it was honestly quite inspired. I wasn't inspired. The idea came to me upon the death of Kim Jong-un. I believe that's the former dictator's name. I get the son and the father's name mixed up a little bit. But, it was based off of his death, and when his son came and succeeded the dictatorship. And I was like, I think it was told that he was really into cinema. So I didn't really want to, it was just kind of, I had this idea of a character who was a complete lover of cinema, but also just kind of crazy. And I think I just recently watched the movie Paprika. If you haven't seen the movie Paprika by Satoshi Kon, definitely recommend that you would watch it, because it is one of my favorite movies. It's beautiful. The painting style is absolutely fantastic. So I think I really wanted to try to emulate both the kind of crazy feeling of the dictator who likes cinema. Also, cinema has a lot to do in Paprika. And, you know, the fantastical colors and imagination of the world of Paprika. I really liked how I could try to mesh those two together. There are a lot of very interesting crowd scenes in Paprika, where people are kind of like crowded and bunched together, and they're all wearing crazy costumes, and the people look just crazy, I guess, insane. They just look, it kind of seems like it's the mind of someone who isn't really all there. I really wanted to try to kind of emulate that in this painting, where this guy is completely stressed out. He's got no idea what's going on, but his people all kind of mindlessly follow him. I'm not saying at all this is what's going on in North Korea, but that's kind of the whole idea for Jinathy. At first, I believe his name is Jin now, but I think I've recently renamed him. You can see my Jimin shirt in the corner. That is Jimin's Spring Day shirt. I really wanted to, going back, lost my train of thought. Where did I go? Oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of thought by seeing this shirt. I wasn't expecting to see it. Oh, great. Where was I? This is what happens when you're sick. You can't remember what goes on in your head anymore. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Anyways, I'll just talk about what we're doing. Here are the little dots. Canals. I believe there was a big canal in the city that I come up with. Oh, his name. His name used to be More, which is what you call, you know, when you watch television or a movie and you see the way like two patterns overlap and it becomes this kind of rainbow effect. It was named after that. But I have a doll named Jinathy, and he kind of looks like this. And I think, as I said, he's kind of based off a photo of Taehyung. And my doll Jin looks a lot like him, so I kind of just decided to mash them together into one character. Even though it sounds kind of strange, but that's what I do with my dollies and my art. These buildings, I'm looking at, there are a lot of windows, I'll tell you that. There are a lot of windows to put in. And also, as I think I said, this was based off a piece in 2016. There was a lot of... I remember being very proud of that piece once I had finished it. But now, you know, when you look back, I think it's been about like 6 years since I've actually worked on that. You can definitely see my style has completely changed from what it used to be. I used to be a lot into very big-eyed anime boys, and I guess I still am, except I guess their eyes have gotten a bit smaller and a bit more realistic. I guess we'll have to wait and see what comes later on for my artistic style. I also wanted to keep these balloons, if you can see. I wanted them to be a little bit transparent, and I wasn't sure if I managed to accomplish that very well. I think I'd have to practice painting balloons more often, and I would not recommend using acrylic gouache on this kind of canvas without priming it with something that can manipulate it or have it hold on properly, because it was just very watery and nothing ever held onto this canvas. Even though it was part of the acrylic, but yeah, I guess it didn't really work too well. So I think I'd recommend that. Yep, this took me a lot of non-sleeping nights, I guess you call them sleepless nights, and in the end I was sufficiently surprised by how much I didn't hate it. I actually kind of liked it, which is very strange to say. I know for myself, I'm notorious for not really liking anything that I've done. Excuse the voice. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of the amount of time and the amount of attention to detail I put into this piece. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can just reach out to me, because I like to make art friends. And yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you for sticking around and hanging out with me for so long. I still have a little bit more detail to put into this video, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, as I said, comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram. I think same as here. I have a Twitter, but usually it's for all my K-pop stuff, so if you want to see my K-pop stuff, go to my Twitter. And I have a Facebook page if you're interested in that, and I try to keep it updated as often as I can. I also have a shop, so if you would like a print of this, you can get one right there, right now, hot off the presses, because I won't be selling these things for very much longer, because I'm probably moving abroad in a couple months to go teach abroad for a little bit, and then hopefully be able to make a lot of nice art pieces there. Alright, anyways, guys, thank you for hanging out. You will be seeing the finished piece in a little bit. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, night, and I love you. Bye-bye!